You're listening to Clearview Today with Dr. Abadan Shah, the daily show that engages mind and heart for the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm Ryan Hill.
I'm John Galantis.
You can find our show online by visiting clearviewtodayshow.com. Or if you have any questions for Dr. Shah or suggestions for new topics, send us a text at 252-582-5028. Or you can email us at contact@clearviewtodayshow.com.
That's right, and we want you guys to help us keep the conversation moving forward. You can do that by supporting the show. You can share it online with your friends and family. Leave us a good 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify, anywhere you get your podcasting content from. We're going to leave a couple of links right there in the description so you can do just that.
The verse of the day today is coming to you from Romans chapter 8, verse 14. For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, these are the sons of God.
That's right. That is your identity. You are marked as a Christian by whether or not the Holy Spirit of God is living in you. And the Bible gives you that confirmation, right? You have assurance that if you are a Christian, if you're saved, you have the third person of the Trinity living inside you. That is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And Paul's not saying that you're saved by works or your ability to just stop sinning. He's saying that the Holy Spirit of God is what helps you. He's your helper, right? He's your comforter and your guide.
Yeah, exactly. People use the excuse of like, well, I'm just human, or I'm only human. Well, if you're a believer, no, that's not true. You're not only human. You have the Holy Spirit living inside of you, just like you said, John, the third person of the Trinity dwelling within us. So when you use that excuse of your humanity or your fallenness, you are diminishing the work of the Spirit in you, and you are not paying attention to what God wants to work in you.
That's right.
And your identity as a son or a daughter of God.
That's right. He doesn't say as many are controlled by the Spirit. You are led by the Spirit. He leads you. And man, that's what we want to just foster in our lives and yours as well. And one of the ways that he leads you is by the Word of God. And we just want to remind you, this episode is brought to you by the Date the Word app. You can get it for free right now on iPhone or Android. We're going to leave a link right there in the description so you can grab it yourself. I got to tell you, buddy. I think
what you sipping over there in your cup?
I'm sipping. So I got my Agatha Christie mug.
Saw that.
This is Murder of Roger Ackroyd.
Right.
Shout out to Agatha Christie. I'm sipping.
Thanks for listening to the show.
I'm sipping tea. I'm feeling particularly British today.
Oh, okay.
We've been going through this journey through England, and I've been making the switch back and forth between coffee and tea. Like I think I'm just going to make it permanent. I think I'm going to be a tea guy.
You're going to be.
I'm going to be a proper Brit right now, and I think that's the way that it needs to be. I think I'm going to start going with the accent. So when Dr. Shah comes out, I'll be like, "Hello, governor."
Oh.
Right, to see you today. Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
You switched accents a lot. We went Cockney, and then we went somewhere in like, I don't know. That was a roller coaster.
I'm thinking about the Dowager from Downton Abbey. What's McGonagall's name? I can't think of her.
Maggie Smith.
Maggie Smith. Yes, I'd be like, I'm going to drink some tea.
How you love to be
Lord Grant.
What is it? How you love to be proven wrong?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm not familiar with the sensation.
I don't know what it is, man. I just think it's better. I think it's easier. It takes way less to actually make. I just pour some hot water over a bag.
I do like tea. I enjoy tea, but I like coffee too. I don't know. I'm kind of in both camps. I kind of straddle the fence.
So what is it? Maybe David, you can shed some light on this. What is it? What are the teas that have caffeine and what are the teas that don't? Because you're kind of the tea connoisseur that brings all the tea in here. I don't pay for squat, by the way. I don't pay for any of the tea.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a tea connoisseur.
Well, you're the tea provider. I'll say that at least.
You could be Mr. T.
Because some very nice.
I like that.
I pay the fool.
Who don't sip your tea correctly?
Some of the teas don't have caffeine.
Right.
Which ones don't?
Teas that are herbal. So teas that have caffeine would be like black tea, green tea, white tea.
But herbal tea doesn't.
Herbal tea does not because it doesn't have like tea leaves in it. Herbal tea has other herbs and stuff.
That makes sense because I was drinking tea on the way home last night and I fell asleep behind the wheel.
Oh no,
that was kind of crazy.
Well, what did you drink? Because if you drink like chamomile tea, that's supposed to help you go to sleep.
Yeah, it was chamomile tea, but I also put 2 melatonin in it.
Yeah, see, that's not tea. that's a you problem.
That's a night cocktail.
I guess I'm just saying I'm starting to like it better, and I think it's been like 2 weeks since I've had a coffee. Really? I think I had a coffee with breakfast last Monday.
Yeah.
So maybe like 10 days. Yeah. But I mean, I think I like it better, and I don't know if that makes me un-American or not. Like,
You can like tea. It's fine.
Americans can like tea?
Sure, you can like tea. We don't have to dump it in a harbor. You're okay.
What about Americans in the South? Like red-blooded American men who live in the South, they don't drink hot tea.
It's unusual, but that doesn't mean you can't. I mean, I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt on the radio today, so
fair enough.
Like, drink your tea.
Yeah, by the way,
can I say?
Yeah, go.
You said red-blooded American men who live in the South don't drink tea?
Yeah, well, most of them don't.
This is my teacup right here with tea in it.
Yeah.
I had a cup of tea.
I'm
I had a cup of tea yesterday.
Yeah?
I'm from the South.
Yeah, I haven't had any tea yet today.
I think I'm about to go have my second cup. I think I'm gonna take a break and we'll go get Dr. Shah and do the rest of the episode. If you enjoy tea,
you can have the tea. It's okay.
I know. I'm saying it's not manly to have tea.
Who cares? Make it manly.
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Make it manly.
Yeah, I'll put some some asphalt in my tea. I'll put some gravel or something.
Maybe not that.
It's a bunch of nails and just crush them up and put them in there.
You make the choice. Put the tea back in testosterone.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I like it.
Right. If you're a tea drinker, write in and let us know your tea hacks or your favorite blend of tea. Let us know what that is. 252-582-5028.
I like the caramel apple kind.
Okay. I'm trying really hard to make it manly and you're not making it easy for me. 252-582-5028, or you can visit us online at clearviewtodayshow.com. We'll be back after this.
What's going on, listeners? My name is John.
And I'm David.
And we hope you are enjoying the podcast thus far.
You know, we really appreciate how many of you download the podcast every day.
Right.
But we also want to remind you that we are first and foremost a radio show.
Clearview Today is actually syndicated through the Truth Network. And we just want to let you know right now that in addition to hosting the all-time best Christian talk show of all time,
Hashtag Clearview Today.
Hashtag Clearview Today, the Truth Network also, as it turns out, has an extensive library of Christian programming.
We really love everything they're doing at the Truth Network because the whole goal is to encourage, challenge, confront, and uplift listeners with the life-changing truth of Jesus Christ through Christian Talk Radio.
And listen, we know we are not the only show wanting to expand its audience. So if you have a vision for your show or for your ministry, why don't you consider syndicating your show through the Truth Network? Because they rely on decades of experience of self-syndication with a full array of features for your long-form or short-form content.
Make sure you visit the Truth Network online today at truthnetwork.com, or you can give them a call at 336-759-0363. Again, that's 336-759-0363. Well, John, are you ready?
I was born ready, my friend. Let's hop right back in.
All right.
Welcome back to Clearview Today with Dr. Abadan Shah, the daily show that engages mind and heart for the gospel of Jesus Christ. You can visit us online at clearviewtodayshow.com, or if you have any questions or suggestions for new topics, send us a text to 252-582-5028.
That's right, and we're here once again in the Clearview Today studio with Dr. Abadan Shah, who's a PhD in New Testament textual criticism. Dr. Shah, I've got to tell you, I think I have made the permanent switch from coffee to tea, and I am loving it.
Really?
I think so. I still like a nice cup of coffee, but maybe just like with breakfast or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Throughout the day, I've been drinking a lot more tea, and I got to say, I don't feel like the crash that I thought I would. In England, when you were there,
yes,
more tea than coffee, or more coffee than tea? Because I feel like that's a tea drinking place, but I also feel like they would have coffee.
But you see, when you're a tourist, okay, you're not entering into the average English world.
That's a good point.
And so, like, if let's say I was staying at Tyndale House,
right?
I went to Tyndale House in Cambridge, and they had tea time at 10, but I could not make it because I had to be somewhere else in Cambridge about that time. But my friend who was there, he said, "Hey, come at 10 because we have tea time, and I can introduce you to the other people." I didn't get there until like 12.
Right.
And he said, "Hey, missed you for the tea time. You were not able." I was like, "I know, but I had an appointment at Cambridge Library.
Right.
I had this going on, that going on, so I'm sorry." He's like, "That's okay. That's okay. I just want to, introduce you, but that's okay."
Was the tea time part of the conference? Like part of the?
No.
Okay, this is something else.
This is at Cambridge.
Okay.
I was near Oxford.
Got you.
It's Cambridge. So when you're part of the culture, like you go there, you have family there, or you have a conference there where, or you're part of this study society, then you do what they do, but then there's tea time.
Right.
But when you're a tourist, you're going from a hotel to a bed and breakfast to whatever.
Yeah.
No tea time.
Not really a part of it.
Yeah.
No, they have tea.
Yeah.
But
That's a good point, though. Like when we went to Israel or when you guys went to Greece, like you don't really enter into their culture. You kind of
That's
just
true.
come, see it, have a couple of meals, see the sights, and go back home.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
You know, and anytime you have the opportunity to enter into that culture, it's amazing. You get to really experience it. And going to Tyndale House, I was able to. I was not just a tourist. I was a friend,
right?
And he was taking me around to where they ate,
right?
Their cafeteria, and I was like, oh, this is cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, to be able to see that culture up close, I think that would be a cool experience.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to mention, yesterday we quickly brushed past Westminster Abbey. All right. Now, this is an old church, but anyways, they still have services there, right? So I took a special tour.
Nice.
You have to pay and reserve in advance. Like I did that 3 months in advance.
Wow.
For this special tour. And the guy took us behind the scenes, and he took us to this room where they had...
I remember this room, yeah.
The robes of the priest or the pastors, I guess you can say. And this is the order of service live here. That's the order of service.
They don't use planning center. Weird.
Yeah. Yeah, ceremonial plan and everything. It's all laid out right here.
Right.
For different days, different times.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry, this picture is upside down, but if I could flip it around, you'll see. But anyways, let me move on. So I saw this. But then I saw Yep. So this is the Snapchat that we got, and if you're not listening to if you're not watching the show, I'm sorry, man, you're just gonna miss it. But it's a lapel microphone. Yeah. Almost, it's very, very, very similar to the one that we sent Dr. Shah with.
Yeah. So much so that many of us over here were like, "What happened? Did they take your microphone? Like what? What in the world?"
When Dr. Shah travels, we send him with a lapel microphone, and the microphone and the receiver. And the receiver plugs into our recorder. The recorder goes into his backpack. It's very discreet because we don't, we're not over there with boom mics,
right,
and cameras and stuff. So he sent that video that you just saw to our group Snapchat, and my heart just dropped. I was like, they took his microphone.
Yeah.
Why? How did they know it was on him? Did they search him? And it turns out it wasn't ours.
No, I just wanted to show y'all a video that we're using the same microphone that they use in Westminster Abbey.
Yeah.
In fact, our microphones are...
They're better.
They're much better than what they use over there. Yeah. I was like, really? That's the microphone that he uses when he gets up in the pulpit, I guess?
Yeah.
He said, yes, that's the microphone. Like, yikes.
It's kind of funny because when
I use that for travel.
Yeah, I know, right? This is kind of our step down.
Yeah.
When I would never use a lapel mic for a live event.
No.
But hey, you got to do what you got to do, I guess. But it was funny because Dr. Shah sent that video thinking, oh look, that's a cool little thing. We went into plan
Panic
mode. It was
mode,
like, all right, he's got his microphone. Let's see, let's get this. Call him and see if and then it was like, no, guys, it's fine. I have got my mic.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show
this
you
is just their microphone, which is funny that this is the main microphone they use.
Right.
That's kind of crazy.
So anyways, we walked around and everything. The Globe Theater was great. As you've seen the pictures. This is what Globe Theater inside looks like.
No chairs where all those people are.
Yeah, there's an open space in the middle. No chairs. You have to just stand there the whole time, and no microphones.
Really?
No microphones.
No PA at all.
No. No.
Okay.
It's all live. This is what it looks like right there.
Could you hear him? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Looks just fine. Sounds just fine.
Wow. Nicole, look at Nicole chewing that gum. Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
No acoustic. No PA, no microphones.
Right. Done in the way I guess originally experienced.
That's right.
Wow. So this was the theater. This is what the theater that Shakespeare
that.
plays would have looked like.
Yes.
Wow.
Exactly. So this is what's happening. I mean, so we had a great time, and
What is this? Much Ado About Nothing?
Much Ado About Nothing.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. They were dancing. They were doing was that the Macarena?
Yeah. So anyways, we did that. The next day, which was Sunday morning, I had signed up for this. And we had a tour of Churchill's War Room.
Ooh.
Wow.
9:00 in the morning.
That's amazing.
It's crazy how much history there is in England because we're in this medieval 1200s, 1500s. Now we're jumping ahead to World War II in Churchill's War Room.
And I wanted to see that. I was like, I want to see Churchill's War Room. It's a must. And so sure enough, There it is.
There it
That's
is.
where the war room line begins.
Wow.
And so
look how it's like tucked in the corner like that.
Yeah,
that was kind of cool.
It's like that.
Looks like a little secret entrance.
Yeah, and that's where we went in, and it was phenomenal. I mean, just to walk around and see,
I bet.
like this, like here, this little video. This was their actual room where they would strategize.
Oh wow!
And if you ever seen the movie Darkest Hour, in fact, I urge you go see that movie. It shows you how much was at stake.
Is that a wax figure?
Yeah.
I was waiting for that guy to move. I was sitting there
The
waiting
other
for him
guy
to
on
do
the
something.
left-hand side is a real person.
Okay.
But yeah, that's.
I was sitting there waiting for him to move. He was like,
I was like, oh, I
He's
wish he
not
would
going
go
to
away
move.
because I want to get a good shot of this room. Because we make videos and things like that.
Right.
So he went away, then I was able to kind of get another shot.
nice. That's awesome.
So, but anyways, this was great. Spent great time over here. The only thing that's kind of funny is a couple of things funny about the Churchill's War Room. One is that it was not that below the surface. It was like just one level below.
Really?
So if the German bombs had fallen on top of that, they would all be dead.
Jeez. It was just like a floor below the...
Yes. This was just a government building. They decided to take this one section and make
They
their
just made it a basement.
headquarters.
Yeah.
Wow.
Secondly, because it was under here, two things. One was the smell.
Really?
It was horrible smell.
It smelled bad? Like when you went to visit or
No,
back then?
No. When we went, it was fine.
Back then.
But because of I mean, you're locked in there and everybody's smoking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True.
So all that reeky smell.
Yeah.
And also, using the bathroom, they have to use them in little pots.
Yeah.
Oh
Don't
wow!
think, I didn't.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
think about that. Is recent as that, but yeah, I mean, guess 1940s underground.
Yeah.
Yeah,
can you do?
that would
Yeah,
have
basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the lady explained to us that,
Disgusting.
like there was a lady who used to work there as a secretary. She would travel through London. Remember the blackouts? So you can't see where you're going. I mean, you can't even see your hand. But she would on purpose go home to use the bathroom because she didn't want to use the bathroom.
Wow.
I don't blame her one
That's
bit.
rough work conditions.
Yeah, man. So hey, look, I gotta go use the gas station across the street. I'll be
Yeah.
back in
That's right.
30
Gotta do what you
minutes.
gotta do.
Like you see the map. I mean, those are actual. Everything that you see in here
They're originals.
That's
were left
incredible.
there exactly the same place
Wow.
after the war was over. They left them right there.
Just left them there for.
Left them there for us to, enjoy.
That's
like
incredible.
Even those like the sugar cubes right there.
Those are really from the 1940s?
There's actual sugar cubes.
Wow, that's crazy.
They're lying there.
Is that a wax figure too?
Yeah, that's a wax figure.
Golly, they look incredible.
It's like someone just hit a pause button on.
Yeah,
history.
it does.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So they would sleep there and everything. They had
Yeah.
little quarters.
Yeah. This is what it is.
Wow.
So, anyways, I hope that helps people understand the importance of history.
Oh, definitely.
We finished that at 10. I told Nicole, we got to go. Because 11 o'clock, we're headed to Metropolitan Tabernacle, which is Spurgeon's church.
Nice.
Wow.
We're going to worship over there.
Yeah.
And so we caught an Uber or taxi, I can't remember. And we
No, what day is this? This is Sunday?
Sunday morning.
Is this the following Sunday from when you went to Westminster Abbey?
Westminster Abbey was Saturday.
Was Saturday. Got you.
And then Sunday.
Got you.
Yeah. And we went there. There it is.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. This is...
Hey, y'all dressed to the nines. Nicole didn't wear a T-shirt. Proud of her.
No. She came prepared.
You know what, Nicole, I'm going to give you a little bit of respect. Hang on one second. There you go. Proud of you for wearing a...
There you go. Well done.
She showed respect at
Well done.
Spurgeon's church.
Yep.
I'm liking that
You can
time, my
see
friend.
The columns. So the porch of that church is original to Spurgeon's time.
Okay. Wow. What is that, about 1800s?
Yeah,
18?
mid 1800s.
Okay.
This is original.
Wow.
All this is inside got bombed during World War II, so it got destroyed.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So the church today that you see that is still going. So this is, you see, this is what it looks like. The porch is original. The rest of it is not.
Was Spurgeon gone by that time? By World War II?
Oh yeah,
Gone. Okay.
he
Okay.
was gone towards the end of the 1800s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, he was gone.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Because he passed away pretty young, didn't he?
he was in 57.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he
know
was.
that.
He was not very old.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he just worked himself into
Was
the ground.
was the inside rebuilt to match the original style, or was it?
Go back to that picture.
was it
Look
updated?
at Nicole.
Well,
I hate to
I'll
keep
tell you
making
why
fun of her.
she's
but-
like that, because you see this little path right here. That's a bicycle path. So people come flying.
Oh.
through
Oh,
there.
for real.
flying.
Yikes.
On bikes. So you
Okay.
have to be very careful that you don't get in their way.
Got you.
So that's
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
No,
you.
no, no. I was just asking about the inside when it was rebuilt. Was it rebuilt to match the original style, or was it updated?
No, it's updated.
Updated.
How was the service?
It was okay.
Okay.
It's okay. I mean,
If Spurgeon had been preaching, it'd be different.
I would say a whole lot
Yeah,
different. And I'm sorry. I know some of those people listening, like, it doesn't matter who's preaching. I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't go there. I went there for
Spurgeon.
Spurgeon's,
I'm with you.
Being Spurgeon's church.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a great congregation. A lot of people came, and a lot of visitors come for this purpose. But not a lot of people go there.
Really?
On a tour, because you have to go there on a Sunday. You
Yeah.
make sure you plan on being there at 11, so it doesn't happen.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want to do work out the logistics of it.
But to his credit, Peter Masters came there, I think in the 70s when the church was down to like 20 some people, and by God's grace he hung in there, and today, I mean, it's a pretty good, strong congregation.
Amen.
Wow.
I love it.
But again, it's not necessarily the highlight of my
Sure,
tour.
sure.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it because of Metropolitan Tabernacle.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And then to the south of London, away from Elephant and Castle, that's where the Metropolitan Tabernacle is.
Right.
It was his grave.
Spurgeon's grave?
Spurgeon's grave. So I was like, I want to go by his graveside, but I'm learning London is spread out. It's going to take me a good 40 minutes to get there by car.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. That's how big London is?
Oh, London is huge.
I didn't know that.
To go from the center of London outside the city limits took us an hour. And a half.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Hour and a half. Outside the city limits.
Wow.
That's wild. Yeah, I didn't realize it was that big either.
Yeah, driving.
Wow.
It took us an hour and a half to get
Wow.
outside the city limits.
Wow.
Wow.
But so we drove and went to the cemetery, and sure enough,
There it is.
found it
Look at that.
There he is, right there.
as Nicole is filming. And
That's a grave with some pomp and circumstance.
Yeah.
They really honored him.
yeah.
So he wasn't buried at the church. He was buried.
He was buried
Elsewhere.
at this cemetery.
Got you. Okay.
And I wanted to go by there, and of course I filmed there as well.
Right.
Had a great time. His wife is buried there as well, as you can see.
Yeah.
Susanna Spurgeon, and of course there's the back of that
Nice.
same, and this is the side.
I love it.
So I'm so glad I went ahead and did it, because now I've done it.
Mm-hmm.
I also wanted to see another grave there, which was of Robert Moffat. His daughter married David Livingstone,
Okay.
the Scottish missionary, the pioneer, in Africa. But no time, had to roll. From there, we took off, and guess where we went to?
Charles Dickens.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, look how quaint that looks. The little
Yeah.
red door. I like that.
Yeah, and by the way, that entire street still looks the same.
Wow.
They maintained it
That's how it looked in his day.
in his day. Those fences and everything exactly the same. The buildings exactly the same.
Wow.
And we know that because when you look at like drawings or caricatures, whatever.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like.
I like that. I like the little red door. That's cute.
Yeah.
We even sat there and ate, and had and then walked around the house, looked around. Here's a funny story. At the end of the tour, I come back to the cafeteria area. Nicole's over there. She said, I'm going to get some coffee. I said, oh, yeah, all right. I'll see you in a minute. And I walked around, came back. And she said, you won't believe it. This girl working behind the corner, she is from Perry, Georgia.
Nicole told me about this the other day. That's
Really?
I said,
wild.
"What?" Perry, Georgia is where Nicole's mom lives.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I knew she was in Georgia, but I didn't know it was in Perry. Okay.
Exactly like the same
Town.
little community.
Wow.
It's not even a big town.
Yeah.
But like Kathleen, she's from Kathleen actually.
Wow.
Which is like the same community where Nicole's mom lives, and not very far from where they live.
Small world.
All the way in Charles Dickens Museum
Of all
in
the places
London.
in the
Yeah.
world.
London,
across
here
the
you
ocean.
find
Yeah.
this young lady, and
Yeah.
we had a great conversation.
I'd be surprised if I was living in Georgia and found out that we were both
Yeah.
from the same place.
Yeah.
Crazy, you know?
That's crazy. That's
So
insane.
then we left, came back to the hotel, walked around Trafalgar Square, and then from there we walked around, saw Buckingham Palace, all these other things. I mean, and then I made sure I went to saw
Big
Ben again.
Nice.
Again. But then I wanted to go by and see Westminster Chapel. I think Nicole took my picture there because that's where G. Campbell Morgan and D. Martin Lloyd-Jones, and then up until recently, R.T. Kendall pastored.
They were all at that church.
And I look up to all three of them.
Wow. Great preachers of history.
Yeah, yeah. So made sure we went by there, and it was great. Next day, which is now Monday morning, early morning, exclusive tour to the Tower of London.
Nice. Wow. What is the Tower of London? I don't think I even know that.
Yeah, this is the Tower of London right here. This is the Tower of London. Great place.
This is like an ancient castle?
Yeah, it goes back to 1,000 years.
Wow.
At least.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been built and rebuilt. This is where Henry VIII brought some of the brides and had them had them
this is like
chopped off.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Didn't know that.
This is the place. Anne Boleyn.
Wow.
Rest in peace.
Yep. This is the place.
I did not realize
this is also the place where Walter Raleigh was held as a prisoner.
Bro, got to pay you taxes, man. Tax evasion.
Yeah.
Well, no, it may not be tax evasion. He was in debt, right?
No.
He wasn't in debt?
No, it was they framed him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Walter Raleigh was a brilliant guy.
Oh, wow.
That's what our city of Raleigh is named after.
Right, you're right.
And so he was there.
I always read that he was in debtor's prison. I just thought I didn't realize that he was framed.
They framed him.
Wow.
And then had him executed, which is
Golly.
terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Execution by beheading.
Yeah.
Here you go.
So
give him some respect. There you go.
Respect.
Well, maybe not.
And then we were able to hear the Beefeaters.
I
have no idea why they call them Beefeaters. Still don't. These are people who kind of guard and take care of the place. Interesting people. And then, of course,
the guards. Yeah,
guards.
You didn't do that tourist thing where you go up and try to provoke them, did you?
No.
You ever see those people on TikTok that go up and try to provoke the guards?
Yeah. And we were the first ones to enter in and all that, which was great. Had a great time. Walked around the whole place. I mean, this is where Henry VIII.
That's insane.
There. Yeah. And I had a really good time. Really enjoyed this. Even took a picture with this guy. He was not sure what we were doing.
Look at his face.
I said, Nicole, I asked him, "Can we get a picture with him?" She's like, "Okay." She's like, and she said, "Can we have a picture with you?" He's like, "Okay, all right."
So Henry VIII.
Okay.
I know he had some beef with the Catholic Church, right?
Because he wanted to divorce his wives.
Right.
He wanted a male heir. Couldn't get a male heir. And so he wanted to divorce his wife, and he kept going. So it's like. Divorced, beheaded,
died,
divorced, beheaded,
and then alive,
survived.
Yeah,
something like that.
So he wanted a divorce. The Pope said no, so he was just like, I guess I'll just create my own church.
Yeah, I mean, this is Reformation period anyway, so this was already headed in that direction.
Wow.
Like, why do we need to listen to the Italians?
Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna do our own thing.
So he just created his own church.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's.
See ya.
Are we attached to that? I guess, or are we like?
Some people want to be right. Some of the English Reformation, who admire all that. I guess they can.
But
I mean, I do like some things,
right?
But I'm not a sold out. Like, I am part of the Reformation. Okay, yeah, it was very important. It helped us get back to salvation by grace through faith. But I'm not going to. I don't have to. Why should I?
Was the Reformation new in Henry VIII's time? Was it happening alongside?
Okay. Luther had already begun his stuff.
Okay.
So it was already going.
So Henry VIII was like, I can kind of capitalize off this
just jump on this bandwagon.
Might as well.
I'll just split from the Catholic Church.
While we're reforming.
Yeah.
Are y'all cool if I just behead my wife at the same time? Are y'all okay with that?
Yeah, we saw Anne Boleyn's grave.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, in the chapel.
Wow.
That was. I think this may be it right here. That's where her grave is. That right there. Oh, Lady Jane Grey is there too.
Wow.
There's Anne Boleyn right there.
Yep.
Catherine Howard, as well, is buried there. So yeah, interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was great experience. It took 2.5 hours.
I can imagine so.
And that's where the crown jewels are as well.
Okay.
So we were able to see them, which was great. The Kohinoor is there, Kohinoor diamond.
Nice.
From there, we had to leave, and I went several places here and there. But then at 2:00, Yes, at 2:00, I had appointment at Lambeth Palace, which is a library. That's where the Archbishop of Canterbury's office is.
Okay.
And I wanted to see the first folio of King James Bible.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I wanted to see the notes of the translators.
Now, what is the folio?
Folio is like the first copy.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the original.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, I had to go through a lot of, paperwork.
Like
and all
red
that.
tape
But
and
anyways,
stuff.
I have a card now for 5 years. I can go
Oh, wow.
request whatever I want to see.
Hey, nice.
They had it ready, and they pulled it out. And I told the guy, he said, so you have a whole day. If you want to take pictures of the book, you have to fill out some things. I was like, I don't want to take a picture. I want you to take a picture of me looking at it. He said, oh, okay.
He did it?
Yeah, that's me. Looking at the actual notes by the translators of the King. I'm actually handling it. Look at that.
So that book that you're holding is from the translators of the King James Bible held and wrote in that exact same book.
Yes.
That's not a facsimile.
No, that's actual.
Wow.
That's incredible.
And that's the actual folio.
Wow.
Wow, that's incredible.
And I just looked and I said, yes, go ahead and take my picture. He said, that's it? I'm like, that's it. Okay, that's easy. I was
Wow.
like, thank you.
Yeah.
And so, but
That is
was great
insane.
to be able to do that and have the pictures prove.
Like you can say that is the King James Bible.
Yes,
That's it.
1611.
Wow.
And the translator's notes.
That's incredible.
Put them side by side. I wish I had time. I wish I had even an hour to do that comparison, but no time.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, gotta go because we're heading to St. Paul's Cathedral.
Hey, man, 5 years is a long time, though. We can always go back.
Paul's
You went to St.
Cathedral.
Paul's?
Yep, St. Paul's Cathedral, which is quite amazing. This church was built by Christopher Wren. Christopher Wren was...
Dang, look at it. That is massive.
I mean,
Beautiful.
that's nothing. You should see the dome behind it, which is just mind-blowing. I mean, this is how
Look
it
at
looks
that.
like.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, this is what it looks like on the inside.
That's breathtaking.
It is.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I just don't even have the words.
See, that's the thing. People often will put down stuff like this. Well, it's not about all this. It's not about all the ornateness and all the design. But someone made that with love, man.
Yeah.
Someone really put their heart and soul into designing that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like that's not just like
Hey,
art.
let's go to church.
Yeah, that's
more than that.
someone really cared enough about that building and about that
Yeah.
worship space to do.
By the
that.
way, I went here because this is Thomas Middleton's grave or little something. He was the Bishop of Calcutta.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, you see that?
Uh-huh.
And this is going
First
back,
President Bishop of India.
the 1800s. So, anyways,
That's incredible.
so this is the place, and it was awesome to walk around and see some of these things. That's him right there. Same
Same guy.
guy.
Thomas Fanshawe.
But anyways, Christopher Wren was a mathematician, and he took the architecture of the East as his model to bring some of the most sophisticated architecture into the West.
Wow.
This
That's
is going back
incredible.
to the 1600s.
What are some of the
1700s.
he saw like architect because that's right because
From Byzantium, like Constantinople or Hagia Sophia, he took those things and brought them here.
how old do you know is St. Paul's Cathedral?
I mean,
Is it-
that's going back to the 1700s.
Okay.
Now, it's older. It got burned, I think, and so it was rebuilt by Christopher Wren, if I'm not wrong. And
Yeah, you're right.
yeah. Look at this. This is what it looks like inside.
Incredible.
And look at the this is what it in places, and this is the main dome.
Wow.
Goodness.
I love it.
Yeah.
That is really incredible. They still have services?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That's my jacket, but I'm just looking at that.
And you just sit under it for the actual service?
Yep.
Incredible.
It's amazing. So when you see the picture of London after the bombing, that's the dome. That's part of the dome that you don't see when you're standing so close to it. You don't see it. But that's part of the dome. See, this is from the distance. But you only see
That's
the front
beautiful.
if you're too close. You don't see, you don't see that.
What do you think it would cost to get that built here at Clearview?
Oh gosh.
be kind of be
I think
one
that
of a
era
kind.
is gone.
Yeah. I think
That-
you're right.
That era of, is over.
Yeah.
So, anyways, One more episode we have to do now.
Let's do it. Hey, let's do it.
That's incredible. I love it because I feel like we're getting like secondhand experience of all the things that you saw.
One reason to talk about these things in these cathedrals is to help people realize, of course, just like our song, The Gathering, it's not in the buildings.
Right.
But the building is our home.
That's right.
We meet there, and we should take pride in it. We should preserve it. We should seek to reach people, especially young generation, with the gospel of Jesus Christ. The sad story in England is they have all this and they know how to preserve it. I don't think they're reaching people with the gospel.
That's true. And another thing that I've learned over because we're building a worship center right now, our new sanctuary. And one thing I've really come to think about is that people who say that, well, it's really not about the building. They have no involvement in actually building.
Right.
Because when you look at something like that, and even something like our building, at the end of the day, you grow to care about it because you've invested in it. You've spent time and money and effort trying to make this not only function but look good, trying to make it excellent for God, because this is where we're coming to worship.
Right.
That's right.
So I think. Because I used to say stuff like that. The building doesn't matter. It's not important. But I had no vested interest at all. Right. So, of course, it didn't matter to me.
Yeah. It reminds us that it's important. It reminds us that we stand on the shoulders of a legacy of faith.
That's right.
100%. Throughout history.
Great point.
People who cared enough to create something like that.
Exactly. Join us for tomorrow's episode as we continue through Dr. Shah's journey through England. If you enjoyed today's episode, write in and let us know, 252-582-5028, or you can visit us online at clearviewtodayshow.com. Don't forget, you can partner with us financially on that same website. Be a part of what God is doing through the Clearview Today Show and help us impact the nations with the gospel. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow on Clearview Today.